Whalebone and bloodletting starts with a quote by Albert Camus. In the midst of winter, I found there was within me an invincible summer. I have spent the short summer days scanning the treasure in the tan skin that finds its first wrinkles, searching all of the sea's calm and calamities that negotiate behind the eye's thin cellophane. In the background, there are wars, 1,000 screens of the universe, manipulated images set to self-destruct in mentally fumed living rooms. I switch off the world. Its synopsis, headlines, heavy lies, false maps. Oceans were toxic, parents turned on their children, riots ruled over capitals, waves wiped out consensus, strangers united in the rubble, pulling up what was left of their lives from the residual lives of other people. Medals, shoes, water-damaged photographs, a brocade of material existences, the vaulted throat of the afterlife coughed out an emission of our spent jewels. At times like this, madness could have crept in so easily. A depression as deciduous as plants. The macro sheen of night coats the sky. Reoccurring dreams of whalebone and bloodletting. The mind offers the body a sword, a shield of wire netting. I wait for the sharp claws of winter, holding the appetite of the sun still panting within me. The dry roots of the evergreen confirm nothing but thirst.
I could easily listen to you three read all night. Have you missed it?
Well, because I've been able to do it from my bedroom, and there's other things I've been involved in, like poetry trails, like reading outdoors and being involved with. The thing about poetry and the difference from poetry and prose is really that we have this performance space, so we can go and be part of entertainment with musicians and have animation films and have poetry performed in a gallery with an art installation. I mean, there's just so many poetry in public places. I mean, it's growing. There's something really kind of powerful about it at the moment.
Listening to the planet is contact healing for the universe. We are the perfect pair of rebels, belonging and longing for that platonic rock that moves like the platelets of the skull. Such sublime dispositions. We have driven to so many edges of things, dizzy at the edge of nature's ungraspable proportions. Do you tower into the void, topple at the edge, jaw cracked and ready, or do you crawl towards the drop, raining awe so great you cower away from its immeasurable expanse? The mountain performs a magic trick, letting the meander of a river wriggle out of its hat.
And as I submerge, you rise, your climax crossing my palm like a gift. As I press the charcoal outline of me to smudge against your linear form, until we sway as one like a sign creaking against the wind on an isolated train platform, eager to outreach its own mechanical clasp with nature on its side this time. Even your taste is something I cannot pin, cannot compare, though it is dangerously drinkable like a rogue wave. Feather headdresses, they went up in breath, left no trace of their material at all. The museum self-harming just after closing time. It had been one of those days. Tourists always touching too much, the light too bright, the magic unsummoned. Fractals engulfed, save the relics as sunrise and sunset meet for the first time. Love the hurt away. The burning has stopped in Babylon and started in Brazil. Reconstruct from ash, said the Andean mummies from beyond the grave. Shoreline seamstress vacuumed into the abyss. Where can I settle? Where do I belong? Fear finds its way through the delicate dulcimer in the window. No wind can predict the outward shifts. The dead are dead, and a cotton fur of spiderweb gathers behind their portraits. their bodies left to a more gruesome abandon.
Now we have these precious pieces of you, Paolozzi, pinballed across Edinburgh, as if they fell from the sky like meteorites, as if the heavens spat them out like seeds. A Vulcan twin sits at the Modern Two, holding up the gallery gardens for all to see. Two brothers in Edinburgh, one lives under the mirror of its own steel, polish of silver and ribbed metallic. See how we can lower the gods down on cranes. A stepbrother in London sits in the far fog of Greenwich, resurging from the ashes under each new moon.
I send poems to the muscular body. See how you censor breath and speech at the same time. Write to yourself. Your body must be heard, overheard, and held. I overflow. My desires have invented new desires. My body now knows a herd of songs. I aim for magnetic attraction that is very consuming.
My role, I speak for my people. Escape societal shackle. Make folk laugh, bellow and cackle. Like the stars say, I'm Aquarius, I mingle in lots of ways. Most mornings I work the farmland. It's my duty to give a hand, but my health is taken like quicksand. The elements rake their toll against all I planned in settlement. I am restrained from who I love, so breed as wide as a turtle dove. Migrating to fields from above, I know these roads, journeys that give the words a shove, like breath they flow.
Oh, Adria, how does it feel to have the Ionian Sea at your heel, to hear the lynxes wail at your back from inland Sarajevo, or Dubrovnik set Spinal Tap diagnosing your ailments, and the soft Italian whispers, Pescara, suckling at your breast? How does it feel to let Venice rain your cranium, or to have tidal movements as slight as time?
Spinneret of stark ritual, elbow deep in candlelight and relic. Self-harm scars sutured across corners, moon slit at the seams. Pulse snagged, lungs unzipped, heart ink poisoned by a toxic red felt tip, as flammable as petrol, cremated to tribute as prayers emitted from floods of fan mail, and the basic grammar of conjugated stars spoofed into tabloid personas. Now, angels, as giddy as schoolgirls, hover around her head like bees, weaving braids into her hive of wool, sharing the pillow with her dreams.